on to other stories. The Government Internal Audit Agency has identified a cabal siphoning millions of Ghana cedis from the public payroll under a dubious scheme involving internal and external collaborators. The cabal, according to the head of the agency, Dr. Eric Odro-Osai, are behind undeserved claimant on a payroll and other fraudulent activities to take money from the state. Now, today, the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission began an ambitious program to clean the roll and ensure that only legitimate employees are on it. Now, Dr. Odro-Osai tells Joy News those behind the scheme will be identified.
The indication is that government contribution to SNIT will be on the increase. In SNIT's own books, they may think that government owes them. But when you do the audit well, you realize the government does not owe them after all, or the amount should be lower. There are also instances where SNIT pensions increases unnecessarily because persons who are supposed to be on retirement they will still be in active service. So you get SNIT paying their pension and central government also paying their salary. There are instances where people have made themselves car contractors. They give out car documents for people to use to access car maintenance allowance. Once they get their names on the payroll, they send the document back, and that is it. We are going after all such people. Please, if the vehicle does not belong to you, make sure you don't bring it for car maintenance allowance. DVLA will be working with DVLA for continual justification of ownership of vehicles to enable you get government car maintenance allowance. These are some of the issues in the system. And I think that if all of us, we work hand in hand to clean up the system, government compensation budget will be, to come to the barest minimum, and probably going into the future, there will be no need for us to go to IMF because we will make a lot of savings on the government compensation budget and free some resources for other development projects.
Now, the Chief Executive Officer of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, Dr. Ben Arthur, says the exercise will sanitize the public sector payroll and help identify the lapses and inequalities in the allowances and benefit of the public sector workers.
There's cooperation. Everybody who has read our law and knows what we do definitely knows that we have the mandate. Maybe those who initially said they didn't have the mandate have revised their notes. So possibly the tape you played is an old one. It's an old one because under Section 3B of our Act mandates us to do so. Of course, even ordinarily, in the natural, you are not able to simply go and say that you have fixed, you have determined benefits, allowances, you've developed salary structures, and therefore we are not interested in how it's being operationalized. So we are able to do that. Mm-hmm. Of course, yesterday the first point of call was with the Internal Audit Agency. We signed an MOU with them for us to collaborate and do this jointly. But of course, it was needful that we also, go through their books to ensure that they are also having a very clean sheet. Other than that, that would be very problematic. Also joining us. Of course, we have also...
And so you can say, Mr. Arthur, that of all the agencies, at least the first agency, which is the Internal Audit Agency, has been cleared of all fraudulent activities. Is that the case?
Definitely. But the detailed findings, we cannot put it in the public domain.
Well, you can't tell me what you found so far, but Mr. Arthur, are you able to tell me what exactly you are looking for then?
In fact, this exercise is the type of exercise that when you come across some anomalies, some of them might be genuine errors that you have to correct. Some of them might be misunderstandings of some of the conditions we are determining how it's even being interpreted. So those ones will even assist management to overcome some of these issues. But in general, we had done this on a pilot basis before even coming this far. We couldn't just wake up and say that we are going to do a nationwide payroll monitoring. We couldn't have done that. So we've done this, bit and piece, gather some information. We have a very clear idea as to what we're looking for and what we're going out there to do. Okay. But essentially, it's to ensure equity and to ensure that we have a very decent payroll. Those who are working for what they are earning must earn it. And those who are not doing the work but are paid. Possibly there might be ghost workers. Why should the one who is working be paid and the one who is also not even supposed to be an employee be paid equally?